Welcome to part 16 of the Super Mario Galaxy
It's
playthrough, ladies
the
and gentlemen.
evil Luma.
Quite the meaty part
Oh,
for you today, ladies and
God.
gentlemen.
One of these things is in the hub world. That's not a good sign.
No, this is the most recycled dome of all.
Yeah,
And
well,
so
we've
this
got,
we have-
okay, yeah, we've got repeat level, repeat
Repeat
level,
Level,
oh, and toy time.
Toy time.
Yeah, Toy Time's original. Toy Time's original.
Toy Time is
its
the best
song
now.
isn't, but
No,
Toy
the song's
Time.
not.
Well, I don't mind a remix of Super Mario Brothers theme, because it's the most recognizable music piece of all time, so.
Weren't you
Toy
giving the
Time
underground
is
theme
the
shit,
best
though?
level.
Oh, no, you don't
so
like it?
pretty.
You don't like the underground theme, though, right, Toad?
Not real. I find it's just overused, I think, because
And the
on
Super
top
Mario
of just
Overworld
being
theme
a
is not?
10-second loop, it's not a very interesting one.
you know what they need to do for more underground level?
I do like that theme, yeah.
Now, this galaxy is just like a really lame boss fight, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Dun 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 dun.
An underwater boss
This thing
fight.
is cool looking though.
It's cool looking, yeah.
It's a zombie fish.
It literally just swims around doing fuck all.
It's kind of like how it's like how Morpheal in Twilight Princess, how he looks cool though, but he just kind of swims around minding his own business and doesn't even attack you.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask. Does he ever have
The-
searchlight eyes for a reason?
The torpedo Teds come after you, but I don't think he ever does.
Yeah.
No, the
Twin Bolt's
torpedo
gonna-
Teds only come after you because you threw a shell at them, you dick.
You threw a shell at their mommy, and their mommy's just trying to get away from you, but oh no, this area is too small.
And it's not even like you really need the star that he's got. You could go save Peach right now without even fighting him.
I don't care. I need them all.
He goes
In
to
your
different
quest-
planets, taking away their sources to power his own observatory.
So in your mad quest for a meaningless 100% completion, you have deprived this of its undeath. How do you feel?
Well, who cares? Ultimately, well, who cares? It's already undead, but also, who says Wario is the opposite of Mario? They both seem equally greedy.
No, but Wario's greedy by choice.
Well, yeah, it's a Wario. Mario saves the princess because it's the right thing to do. Wario saves the princess because he wants the reward money that is involved.
He wants the pocket change in her pocket.
Lawful
Yeah.
good versus chaotic neutral. Well, actually, Wario's probably more true neutral. Than
Yeah.
chaotic neutral.
Wario just does what he wants.
And if he happens to save someone while doing so, well then,
Okay.
yeah.
And if he happens to screw over the universe, if he does, but doing so, okay.
Well, the former is what happened with Wario Land 4, so.
Well, what happened in Wario Land 4?
In Wario Land 4, he was just going to a pyramid to plunder all of its riches, but by defeating all the bosses, he broke a curse and saved a princess, so he was kind of like, okay.
Does that mean I get laid?
He does get the Princess Peach kiss on the nose at the end, but
Wario reach first base.
That's not what I wanted.
I'm wondering what inside that skeleton fish was combustible. What caused it to explode upon death?
The carbon.
Its bone marrow is made of gunpowder.
Huh.
It's like in a. Well, that really is like funny looking and just as ridiculous as like Twilight Princess, where it's like you shoot a spider with your slingshot and it just curls up and then explodes.
Well, you know, friendly than what was actually happened, which involves bug guts splattering everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's merely
What version of
implied.
not Galaxy? Which version of Twilight Princess is the better one? The GameCube one or the
GameCube.
GameCube.
For one
Better?
thing, the Wii version is mirrored. The GameCube's Overland map is actually oriented the same way as Ocarina of Times. For some reason, the Wii version is flipped horizontally.
Well, it's
It's
because
that's
to make
because
Link
right-handed.
right-handed.
Well, I don't see why making Link right-handed would have anything to do with anything.
motion controls.
Well,
motion
no, but I don't.
controls.
Like,
Assuming you're right-handed when you play the game.
well, I can understand that because the vast majority of people in the world are right-handed. But I don't understand why having Link's attacks being on the right side of his body as opposed to the left would really make that much difference in terms of gameplay.
It wouldn't. It's an illusion. Virtual reality.
So
Ooh.
yeah, but why would why was flipping the entire world
Yeah,
necessary?
why was the entire game flipped instead of just Link?
Because flipping the game took a lot less effort.
Yeah,
Well, no, it sounds like it would take less effort to just flip one model.
Well, but here's what you do with all the code that happens in game. Left bracket, mirror, right bracket, left bracket, slash mirror, right bracket.
Also, we're in Toy Time Galaxy.
Yay.
Oh, I
do you
love
think
Toy
about
Time Galaxy. I hate its purple coins, but I love Toy Time
It's
Galaxy.
not that hard, Ted.
It's not really, no. It just okay. The game. I've never actually played the GameCube Twilight Princess. I think isn't it like pretty rare?
It's
I don't
probably
think
more
so.
expensive than the Wii version. That's what you mean.
Well, it's probably more expensive.
I found
but-
a Twilight Princess Wii copy at GameStop yesterday for like $bucks. So
you said,
I didn't.
You said a Wii copy?
What? Yeah, it was a Wii copy.
Wii copy.
It's
It was
just that
also
the
one of
motion
those
is-
like player's choice, whatever their new version is of that is called.
Originally, I played Twilight Princess on the Wii. It's the version I beat. Then later down the road, when I traded it in, because that was during a time where I traded in everything just to get the new title, I ended up rebuying it on the GameCube because I like controlling Link with the GameCube controller more than the Wii.
Yeah.
Not that the Wii controls were bad, mind you, because I actually prefer using the Wiimote for something like the hook shot or the bow and arrow.
Yeah.
But you know,
Mm,
yeah, in
general
terms of
controls.
everything else, I'd rather prefer the GameCube version.
Slinky Mario.
I played Twilight Princess on the GameCube before I even knew it was a Wii game. So yeah.
But that was the whole reason for the last delay.
yeah.
For the record, the Wii version goes on sale on Amazon for $10, while the GameCube version goes for $40.
Oh,
wow.
Jesus.
So I was right. It is quite a bit rare. I heard that the GameCube one they didn't produce that many copies of it because it like didn't sell very well.
Because they
Well, that's
wanted
because
they
they
wanted
wanted
this
people to
people
buy
buying
the
the Wii. Yeah.
I remember hearing somewhere that the Wii version's apparently really good for hacking your Wii somehow.
Yeah, it is. It's the
How
Twilight hack.
does that work?
It's that they needed like a way to like get the Wii to like execute custom code, and I think like the way that they did that is that they needed to like crash the firmware and like make it like reboot or something like that, and they accomplished that by using a hack to make Epona's name too many letters long so that the game crashes when trying to display it, and it results in the operating system on the Wii being able to crash and reboot.
Yeah.
So you need a copy of Twilight
No,
Princess.
you don't need it. You don't need Twilight Princess
It's
anymore.
just how they did it initially.
Yeah, it was just
initially that's how you did it.
it was the early way that they were hacking the console was that they were making Epona's name too long so that the game would crash so that they could just kind of do whatever while the operating system was down.
Yeah.
It was just a way to get it to execute custom code that was really, really just out there.
Yeah.
So did they find that by accident or what?
No,
I
it
don't
wouldn't
know.
have been an accident. Hackers look for vulnerabilities and then they exploit them when they find them, and that was a vulnerability.
Name inputs are a big vulnerability for things that.
Customizable is usually a big vulnerability because after I hacked my Wii the first time, I ended up doing a system update like a year later, which erased the homebrew channel and stuff like that. But it was the system update prevented the Twilight Princess hack from being doable. So the second method was using Smash Brothers Brawl's custom stages fault in the coding, and that's how I did it the second time. Nowadays, though, I think it's about as easy as if you got a file on your SD card, you can do it.
Yeah.
Well, I think at some point Nintendo did, because every fix that you make will just leave another crack for the hackers to go through.
They'll find it in a day.
Yeah. Anything. can
God
be-
forbid people do what they want with the stuff they buy.
Well, it does violate the user agreement in the warranty.
It violates
It's
the user
technically
agreement.
illegal.
Yeah, it violates the user agreement. Not to mention, if they use it for homebrew, fine, but if they're using it to pirate games...
Yeah, that's generally the big no-no about it if you're using it to pirate shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's always ways to get around everything, so I almost don't know why they.
What's actually going on screen? We're actually running around on a giant toy Bowser right now.
I like how this
No,
is actually...
Not
No, we're not.
anymore.
Not anymore!
Yeah,
Spoke
we're
too
not.
soon.
Lewis, you see what happens when we try to stay on topic? I die. Shut up. Anyway.
I like how this
back-
is meant to be Bowser. It looks... I honestly thought this was just some generic robot the first time I
Well,
played.
the title of the mission is like Mecha Bowser. Or
Yeah,
something.
it was... The mission title was Mecha Bowser, but like the first time playing, I thought this was just some generic robot, and we were going to get to Mecha Bowser after this, and I was like, hey, wait a second, where was Mecha Bowser? I'm like, oh,
No, it's
Mecha
a
Bowser.
crappy Bowser. You know,
It comes from China.
Crappy ripoff Bowser.
This is how the Chinese make a toy of Bowser.
Do you know what it should have been? That Mecha Bowser from Sunshine.
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought. Like when I heard
that's what I
Mecha
thought it was
Bowser,
as well.
that's what I thought it was gonna be, and then I'd be like, oh, we're just on some toy robot. Okay, so we're gonna have the Mecha Bowser fight after this, and then I get the star, and I'm just like, oh, that was it.
Oh,
Man,
you completely skipped the spring.
Yeah. Nobody
I will-
likes Spring Mario.
I will say this: Toy Time Galaxy overall is my favorite galaxy in the game. It
You
just,
think so?
yeah.
Well, I like it. I don't know if I really have a favorite galaxy level though. It's definitely one of the more memorable ones. I'll give you that.
Mostly because of the Mario Brothers theme.
Well, I don't really think so much about the music. I just like the
Level design.
level design. Yeah. Incidentally, that 8-bit Mario in the background is a place you can actually visit in the level, and it's annoying.
I don't know what's worse, that we freed those that those robots would have been still lives, or now that they're free, they're stuck on a treadmill for the rest of eternity.
They're stuck on a treadmill. The treadmill is rolling, and it's not taking them with it.
Yeah, so they're stuck. They're stuck running on a treadmill for the rest of their lives.
I generally am indifferent.
It's they get what they deserve for making you pay to blow up all that garbage.
You just took my fucking joke, damn it. I was gonna say.
Incidentally, oh,
it's
here
better
we
there
go. Mario meets Mario. Of course, if you're playing as Luigi, they actually do change the first Mario into the
Luigi meets Mario.
yeah.
Mario, and Luigi Mario.
Uh,
I think Miyamoto has actually gone on record saying that their last names are unknown.
Well, yeah, but
Well, that's because they want to wipe the movie from the
Well,
universe.
actually, it's funny that you say that though, because Miyamoto's actually gone on record saying that he liked that movie, and I think he said that his complaint with it was actually that it was too similar to the games.
what?
Well, I feel like Miyamoto just. I
I don't
feel
think
like
Miyamoto knows what he's talking about half the
Yeah,
time.
I think he
You
said
know
that his
what?
only complaint was that it was too similar.
I think Miyamoto was reading from a script written to him by Nintendo for marketing purposes at that point.
Yeah.
I just bring up the Mario and Luigi Mario more as a... It's called Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3. It's not, you don't call something like that from the first name, it's always that last name. That's
yeah,
part of the
I think
title,
that was
so.
the logic behind making it that in the movie.
Yeah.
I like how Bob Hoskins has said that that movie is the worst thing he's ever done.
But John Leguizamo really doesn't care.
Yeah.
No, he actually made a video around the same.
The
Because-
20-year anniversary.
Yeah, because believe it or not, that was completely. But we uploaded that movie commentary on the eve of the movie anniversary.
That's kind of.
And
We did. Jesus.
It's just like honestly, I think.
Everyone just admit we all kind of liked that movie.
it's a guilty pleasure,
Yeah, it's
but
it
not
is.
to the extent of Street Fighter.
It's just the Super Mario Brothers movie. When you see it as a kid, you're like, "Oh, right, it's a Mario movie, so it's awesome." But like,
And then you grow up.
yeah, it's just like. Granted, I will give the movie one thing. When it comes to casting a real life actor to play Mario, Bob Hoskins was actually a pretty good choice. John Leguizamo as Luigi was pretty bad though.
I think John Leguizamo had the look. It's
You
just
see it in
that
a mustache.
Yeah.
he needed a mustache, and I don't know. I
don't know.
I can't really form a critique against Luigi. Well,
Yeah.
John Leguizamo as Luigi.
Well,
but I
maybe-
agree completely with Bob Hoskins. I
Yeah,
thought-
Bob Hoskins. You can't really like. I can't really think of anyone else from the time that would have been a better Mario. It is like I don't think John Leguizamo was like a horrible choice though, but it just like it is like the better one. Like if I'm gonna like praise the movie on one thing, the casting of Bob Hoskins was a pretty good choice.
I really like Dennis Hopper, even if that character was nothing like Bowser.
Well, because he's doing the Raul Julia. He's just having fun with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
He knows what he's doing is incredibly stupid, so screw it. I'm gonna enjoy this.
That's so sad that the Raul Julia like that he took M. Bison just because his kids wanted him to do it, and then just I think that was
Oh
one of his.
look, it's
this-
this again.
Yeah.
It was Final Roll, yeah.
Oh wait,
Isn't this a Galaxy 2 level 2?
No, it's not.
No.
Oh. Maybe it's just
similar.
Well, didn't Galaxy 2 bring back Toy Time? Or am I thinking of something else?
no.
They
They
brought
brought
back the
back
music.
Toy Time's purple coins.
Yeah, and made it fast.
Why do you
Oh.
think that's so hard, Ted?
It's hard.
Look,
No,
Ted's correct. No, because I'm kind of with on the same level as Ted. To me, nowadays, I not purple coins the most nowadays.
Well, 'cause that's moving in 3D.
But on my first and second playthroughs, I could not stand Luigi's purple coins, and and you know, to be honest, it was mostly my fault because you know, purple coins everywhere. I gotta collect them all, not exactly looking at where I'm stepping.
Catch him, garbage.
Yeah, it's just that I died too many times.
Nah.
What's your opinion, Elmer Fudd?
Are there any star rabbits for me to catch?
Later.
Aww.
We hunting purple coins.
Phew.
Anyway, I lost track of thought.
Hugh, what's opera, Doc?
I think the last ones are just off to the left there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, you're going the wrong way. Never mind.
No,
Oh wait, never mind.
So fuck you.
It's easy to miss one of these in one of these blocks or switches in this part.
Yeah, finding a pathway so I wouldn't have to backtrack much actually took me a little bit. And that happens to me way too many times. But yeah, it's just a matter of this level's not really hard. It's just a matter of time.
Now it's Ryan time.
Wait, was that Xenoblade?
Yes.
Oh, every time's rain time.
Every time is Ryan time.
No, it's rain.
No, it's Ryan.
Rain.
The game is fully voice acted and they say Ryan.
I'm pretty sure it's rain time. They say
No,
Hold on, what are you
it
guys?
is Ryan.
Xenoblade
it's R E.
Chronicles?
It's REYN.
Yeah, I can send you. Okay. I can send you the clip of him saying now it's Ryan time. Alright, here you go. In the chat. It's very clearly Ryan time.
I thought it was rain.
No.
Why are we talking about this
It
now?
doesn't rhyme with time. Ryan rhymes with time, and that rhymed too.
Anyway.
Now it's rhyme time.
Okay, whatever.
Just admit you're.
No,
It's
never.
wrong time.
Even if I'm
Time
even when
for
I'm wrong, I'm
bouncing
right.
down Cake Lane. Now it says Toy Time Galaxy, but for this mission and this mission only, it's a food galaxy.
Because you're playing with your food.
They needed
Ha.
to reuse those sweet
Ha.
assets at some point. Well, actually, they didn't need to, but they wanted to.
Sonic Lost World would take this concept and run to fucking town with it.
Sonic Colors
Toy
took this
Town.
the concept and ran
No,
it down.
I mean, naming a level something without actually having that level gimmick in it.
Why did food suddenly become like a popular level motif? When did that happen?
Yeah, I like theme things.
I
before.
think it's been happening since like the 16-bit days, dude.
Yeah, but
It's time for the Pepsi Cola game to make a comeback.
It's time for Cool Spot. Cool
You know, the bottle cap
Spot.
one.
You know, I gotta say, this level doesn't really do this for me though. But in Galaxy 2, there's like that food level that has like those pancakes out in the distance, and oh god, those look delicious.
Sonic Lost World has that.
Maybe we should also bring back the Noid game.
No,
Yep.
I hated that game.
It was decent.
Bring
What
back
is it
the
with you guys
noise so
playing
Pizza Hut has
obviously
something
terrible,
interesting to it.
We played these games as children.
Ted.
Even when I was a kid, I learned not to trust licensed games.
Well, you're younger, you're
I'm
younger than
Honestly,
us.
What?
I honestly
To
thought
be
I'm the same
fair,
as a kid, I learned to avoid the noise.
But I'm in the same boat as Ted here. I learned that like you don't want to play games based on like TV shows or movies because I've only played a handful of really good.
There are some where you just see the box and you're just morbidly curious.
Yeah.
to
When
be
I was-
fair, Cool Spot was a
To be fair, though, talking about like good licensed games, the Toy Story games were all pretty good.
Not the ones on Game Boy Color. I have two versions of Toy Story 2 on the Game Boy Color, and they're Ugh.
Okay,
I
not,
don't
not,
know
on,
why
not
I
on
was
Game
not-
Boy, but like the N64 Toy Story 2 was
The
pretty
Super
decent.
Nintendo one was pretty good too.
Super Nintendo Toy Story was pretty good, and Toy Story 3 on modern consoles was actually a surprisingly good game.
Why
never
did you
played
buy
Toy
Toy Story 3 on modern consoles?
Why would you associate yourself with Toy Story 3?
Well, the movie's good.
Yeah. It is.
Bleh. Not very much, no.
Dun dun
What's
dun.
wrong? What is wrong with you?
Lewis, are you the reason why it's 99% at Rotten Tomatoes?
No.
It's like, nah, I won't open that can of worms.
Toy Story 3 was awesome sauce.
I think, well, hold on. To Lewis's credit, I think Toy Story 3 is better if you grew up with the Toy Story series in general.
Well, that was kind of its entire point, but
Yeah, because that's one thing that I always liked about the Toy Story movies is like the second one came out like 3 years later, and Andy was like 3 years older, and then like Toy Story 3, Andy was a decade older. I thought that was kind of cool, like how they did that.
Yeah.
Well, no, well, I don't think you really need to be to have grown up with it to enjoy it, though, because I have cousins who are really young, and they like Toy Story 3 just as much as I did when I liked it. So it's not a you have to nostalgia your way to enjoy.
It's not a pure nostalgia. Nostalgia helps because I mean it is full of references to the old ones, especially the very beginning is just pure fan service to fans of the first one.
Yeah.
But it's still a good movie in its own right.
It's
Incidentally, most plastic-looking, unappetizing cake I've ever seen in my life.
someone has not played Peach's birthday cake in Mario Party 1.
I
Well,
haven't
would you
played
want to
Mario
eat a
Party
cake
1
that
at
had
all.
Mario's disgusting, dirty boots trample all over it?
Those boots have like Goomba guts all over the bottom.
I don't think he's washed those shoes in years.
I like in Luigi's Mansion how it's like I found Mario's shoe. It smells like Mario's feet.
I don't know what I was expecting.
Now, my favorite one with that is Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Computer says 1001. If you put that into a binary translator, it says boo. I don't know what I was expecting. No, I don't think you can Mega Man extra.
No, it's
No,
too
you
tall.
can't. It's too high.
Maybe if you stand on top of the floods.
No, it's still too tall.
The fantastic thing about this is once you're up at close range, you stay at close range. You have no excuse not to just hit this guy 3 times in 3
Combo
seconds.
him.
What's that over there?
How morbid.
So you gonna go for that one up there, John?
What one up?
Well, you kind of can't get it now.
No,
You'd
you
have
can. It's just really
It-
precise. But
You'd have to bounce off the mole thing.
Hey, good thing I emptied my street pass at the end of the last recording. During this recording, my light turned green.
Are you
Does
street
someone
pass masturbating again?
Street pasturbating.
Intervention! Intervention!